Hi there. My name is Julian. Um, this is sort of a pilot for a show I've been wanting to try for a long time called The Adventures of Torian. I recently had a good enough excuse to validate me putting any time into this. So here it is, I guess. Uh, Sorry in advance about the poor audio quality and the pretty hastily put together intro theme, but I don't exactly have high quality equipment available, and I didn't really have time to, you know, write down and compose a song that would be more appropriate. Um, Hopefully, if I continue, it'll improve in the future. But for now, that's enough rambling. Enjoy. Ugh. Why won't this thing work? Stupid space microphones. Why do they have so many extra switches and dials? I bet these don't even. Wait. Wait, is that a light on the. Oh. Oh. I think it's working. Ahem. Hello there. I mean, what is it again? Think, Torian. Think. You've seen Star Trek. What's the thing? Oh. Right. Ahem. Captain's log. Stardate. Shoot. What's the date? Carol. Carol. I know you can hear me. I can see you. Your audio processors can clearly hear me from here. The ship isn't really that big, remember? Excuse you, Carol. There's no need to be rude. I just want to know what the stardate was again. Yes, I already forgot. I asked you ages ago. You can't expect me to remember everything that happened 5 minutes ago. I'm not a robot, you know. Sorry, sorry. I know. That was insensitive. I won't do it again. Yes, I promise. Thank you. Oh wait, there's a calendar on the desk. Silly me. Sorry about that, Carol. Feel free to get back to whatever it was you said you were doing. Yeah, managing the CO2 scrubbers, whatever that means. Ahem. Oh wait, has this been recording the whole time? Whoops. Gotta make sure I cut that out in post. That would be embarrassing. Alright, take 1, 4, 3. Captain's log. Stardate 282.16.32567. This is Captain Torian, former ensign above the starship Legionnaire. I'm afraid to report that our great vessel has seemingly come to an unfortunate end. At approximately 0200 hours, the alarm sounded aboard the Legionnaire, indicating a critical failure. Luckily, thanks to my quick wit and strong resolve, I managed to act with haste. I secured my most valuable belongings, my toothbrush, my towel, as every good adventurer should have, a spare pair of pants, my collection of headshots, and, of course, my pet fish Kevin, and made my way to the escape pods located on the lower decks. The hallways were surprisingly empty. It seemed that the others had not yet managed to collect themselves in the chaos of this unexpected alarm. Of course, I cannot blame them. Not everyone can be as quick-witted or as charming as the great Captain Torian, of course. After all, what would become of the universe if so many smart, handsome, impeccably funny... Oh, yes, of course, Carol. The log. I'm getting off track. Sorry about that. So, after making my way through the empty halls, I finally managed to reach the escape pods. Acting quickly, I threw my things into the pod and sealed the door. After all, I couldn't risk the chance that the ship would detonate before I managed to leave, and it was already fairly cramped in the pod with me, and all my things, Kevin, yes, and Carol, of course. Honestly, I have no idea how they expected this thing to fit 16 people? 16? It's barbaric, to be honest. Anyway, after securing the hatch, we launched quickly in order to separate ourselves from whatever might happen next. I looked back at our former home, the starship Legionnaire, commenting to Carol on the need for a new wax, when, all of a sudden, the ship developed that all too familiar, hazy blue aura. It appeared that the ship was activating its warp drive. Normally, this would simply indicate that the ship was getting ready to move to a new system, but that couldn't be the case. After all, why else would the alarm have sounded? There must have been some critical failure which caused the central coil mechanism to begin accelerating unintentionally. Or, I don't know, however that thing actually works. Honestly, I'm not an engineer after all. Engineering's for nerds. Right, Kevin? Oh, wait, you can't answer me, can you? Right, you're a fish. Luckily, it seemed the ship had not initiated the warp until after my escape pod had moved a reasonable distance from the vessel, and, after the standard 32.6 seconds, it entered warp. I can only assume that such a critical failure resulted in some sort of great catastrophe upon entering warp, and that most likely there were no survivors. May they be remembered forever for their astounding bravery and service to our great stellar bureaucracy. Except for Dennis, of course. My Zumbite really hated that blasted Nerval. He's always showing off his prosthetic tentacle arm. Nobody cares, Dennis. Nobody cares. Of course, none of that matters now since most of the crew is probably very dead. Very, very dead. And given that I'm now the highest ranking officer aboard the ship, well, this ship anyway, that makes me the captain. Captain Torian. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think so, Carol? Rude, Carol. We talked about this. Rude. In any case, we'll have to find somewhere to land soon. The soup machine may be able to synthesize food from pure energy forever, but I'm pretty sure Kevin can't eat soup. Unless I let him swim around in it. But then it would have to be cold. And, I mean, nobody likes cold soup. Do you think you could even breathe in this? Never mind. In any case, it's far too cramped in here as is. So, I've set course for the nearest planet that I could find in the star charts. What was that, Carol? Oh, this one on the map. Yeah, the one with the skull and the two crossed bones behind it? No, why would I see a problem with that? Again, rude, Carol. We had to live together now. Please, can you learn to be We'll talk about this later. Alright. Well, that's all for now. This is Captain Torian, signing off.